Right, with Bryson Eason. To ask a question to Bryson, hit the raise your hand function and we will call on you. We will start with Eric Kane.
Hey, Bryson, kind of tell us about the transition, kind of doing some different things this year a little bit, and kind of what is your role so far in this defense for Tim Banks?
Well, for Tim Banks, I play Leo, also known as outside linebacker. And my role is, what he preaches about at the outside linebacker position and in the D-line room is, we need to get vertical and play on the other side of the ball.
David Ubben, then Gustavo.
Bryson, how would you compare practices with the new staff?
Well, with the previous staff, it was for me, more of a military, style form of practice, if you know what I mean. It was very strict and things like that. Nothing to the other guys, but with this practice, it's more of it's more catered to us and the team and the players. Like we out there, we have music and it's just a whole different kind of it's just a whole different kind of energy level out there. We out there competing and having fun and just going at each other with some friendly, good competition. So the vibe and the environment is just completely different from what it was last year and what I experienced.
Bryson, how excited are you for the orange and white game on Saturday? I know you guys already had two scrimmages at Neyland Stadium, but how excited are you to be with fans, kind of like a game atmosphere for Saturday?
Man, I'm very excited because I have an opportunity to play and actually be on the field with all the fans. So that's something I can't look forward to, and I'm just ready to be out there and go ready to ball, have some fun with the guys.
Brent Hubbs, then David Pascal.
Yeah, Bryson, I'm curious as to how difficult last year was to not be, much of a factor with anything in terms of on the field on Saturdays, and two, where do you think you are as spring comes to a close? What do you got to focus on between now and August to be a factor, on the defensive line the way you want to be?
Not being a factor, of course, it impacted me because I love the game of football. I love to play the game. And, it was kind of difficult as a freshman, but it's typical sometimes. And what I'm looking for this year, what I need to pick up is, just paying attention to detail and the small things to get myself better. And, the D-line unit, we all need to do those things to get ourselves better and be a great unit as one. And, I'm just ready to get my opportunity and do what I can for this team.
Bryson, kind of following up on that, after a difficult season in January, you had some teammates that made decisions to get in the portal and go elsewhere. Those few weeks in January, I know there was a coaching change, but you sticking around, how much opportunity did you see for yourself as far as increased playing time this year if you practiced and played well?
Well, I looked at it as I chose Tennessee. I didn't choose the guys that were here at Tennessee, and I want to be involved. So with those guys leaving, I saw nothing but opportunity and just saw my time to, step up and work hard to earn myself some playing time out there on that field. And, I just took it as, like you said, opportunity and was, licking my chops. Couldn't wait to get, spring ball. Whoever the coach was came in. And luckily it was a guy like Coach Hype who brings great energy and, who tell us, we take it day after day, you know what I'm saying? We can't get yesterday back. So we got to focus on today, and who knows what tomorrow holds. So, Coach Hyper has done a great job so far, and I respect him, and I love the things that he is doing here, and I'm all for it. I'm about all in 100%.
Vince Farrar, then Wes.
I said two things. One, how would you describe the style of defense you guys will play this year? And then two, who are some players on offense that have impressed you, especially in those 11-on-11 situations?
The style of defense, I say we're going to be tough and smart, and like I said earlier, very attention to detail in everything we do. So, and the guys on the offense, man, to be honest, all those guys have been great when I go against them. But some guys that really stood out to me, I can name the whole offense, to be honest, but a Memphis native, Jabari Smiles, man, he looked looks great at running back. I've been knowing him since high school, middle school. Look like he's been doing it, since then. And some other guys, Harrison, Brian Hendon, all those guys to me at their quarterback position has been doing a great job leading the offense. And on the offensive line, man, going against Darnell, Kay, RJ, all of those tackles and things, man, those guys are very tough, and it's going to be tough to see anybody get a sack on any of those guys. And also, Javante Spraggins, he's a dog. He's a dog. Chris, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I could talk about all those guys, but from what it looks like, the offense is going to be very high speed and have a lot of speed going into it. And it just looks like they're going to have fun on this side of the ball.
Yeah. Hey, Bryson, I know that every year is kind of a new year, but there are a lot of people who look outside the Tennessee program right now, kind of looking from the outside in, and they say this team went 3-7 last season. A lot of its more prominent players kind of went to the portal, and it's going to be a tough couple of years for the program. What's the vibe inside the program about what y'all can do with this staff, with these players, and everybody in the program now?
Well, we know we went 3-7, and that's obviously they left a bad taste in our mouth. And Coach Garner, he keep preaching to us that, man, we're gonna turn this thing around, get Tennessee back to a winning culture like it used to be. And like I told you earlier, man, I'm bought in. I believe everything these coaches have in line for us, and we know whatever it is. So, and as a team, we looking at it like that's not us anymore. That's last year. It's time to move on. It's a lot of new guys, and like you said, a lot of primary guys who was on that team are gone. So, to be honest, this is a whole different team. And with that being said, it's a different mindset, and it seems like everybody on this team wants to win. So that's what I see, and that's what I see Coach Hyper is trying to bring over to Tennessee, a winning culture.
Do you think that the guys who stayed, the guys, and nothing against the guys who left, they had their own decisions to make, but do you think the guys in the program who stayed have maybe a closer bond now? Because y'all had chances to go and you chose to stay. I mean, is there kind of a tie that binds y'all here?
I mean, personally, I can say yes, because there's a lot of guys on this team that I really didn't have much relationships with last year that I go to war for these guys any day, anytime, anywhere, you know what I'm saying? So just with Coach Hyper bringing that kind of energy in, and with those guys leaving and him bringing us together like a family, it's just doing great for the team. And me personally, I love it because, if I know this guy outside of football, this and that, when it comes to the field, it's going to be natural. So I love it.
David Ubben and Patrick Brown.
Bryson, what have you made of Dane Davis this spring?
I see. Look, I messed around and forgot her name. Dane Davis has been great. Dane Davis has been great, man. We have to compete every day hard, and he giving me some stuff, and he actually will come to the sideline and talk to me and be like, hey, I did this, you can work on this move, or you can do that. So it's like, even though we compete with each other, at the end of the day, we're all trying to help each other get better. Even if it's the offensive side or defensive side, we all working as one at the end of the day. He's been doing great as well, like I said.
Hey, Bryson, a couple things. First, with you were in high school, you were pretty classic inside middle linebacker. Did you think at this early stage in your career you'd be playing on the defensive line, playing as an edge guy? And two, what have you seen from Tamari McDonald, your former Whitehaven teammate? What have you seen from him this spring?
I never thought I would be playing outside linebacker. I dreamed of playing inside. I love watching linebackers like Ray Lewis and Luke Kuechly. I studied those guys' game, and it kind of broke my heart a little bit to know that, just for weight and size-wise, I have to move down. But at the end of the day, I love football, and I just embraced the situation. I didn't look at that. I didn't look down at it. I just embraced it and trying to learn more about it. And I have a great teammate who's helping me as well, who knows more about the position than me, and Tyler Barry. He's like, I don't know, it's like a big brother, little brother situation. I don't know who the big brother, I don't know who the little brother, but, Tyler's there in my ear helping me 24/7, even Byron. We always helping each other, trying to get better, and they trying to help me, get familiar with the position and things like that. And Tamari Young, T-Mac been looking good back there, man. Seeing him from high school, not seeing him balling in college, I'm just like a proud brother. But T-Mac has been doing great, catching interceptions, man, bringing a lot of energy, looking good at the safety position. I'm just proud of my man. That's all I can say about him.
Last two questions, Will Backus and Matt Ray.
Yeah, Bryson, going away from football a little bit, I know you guys were practicing yesterday, but I was wondering what your reaction to the Derek Chauvin decision was and kind of what the jury's decision.
Well, of course I was, man, I was content with the decision they made, but there's still a lot more to do. It's a lot of other more situations that are still, man, just haven't got justice, like the George Floyd family. So, I feel great for them and their family, but it's still a lot to be done out here, if we're being honest. So I'm not satisfied, but it is what it is.
Hey,
Matt,
Bryson, you kind of touched on the other Memphis guys on the roster so far. What have you saw from Amari Thomas this spring, and where have you seen his game kind of grow from last year?
I see Amari elevating, Coach Garner has been doing a great job with us. Amari has been more explosive coming out of his hips, getting off the ball. And I just see him getting better each and every day. And Amari is another guy from Memphis, so I love to see it, a Memphis native, and he got my support, just like I know I got his. And Amari's been doing a great job, man. He goes in there with an attitude of let's get better today. He keeps me up, I keep him up. And Amari is a real good friend of mine. So I can go on and on all day about him. But yeah, he's been doing a great job, man, getting better each and every day. Like I told you, bringing that attitude out there who wants to get better. So that's somebody you want around you, and that's somebody you want on your team.
thanks, Bryson, for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.